All right, welcome back and welcome to episode 163 of Those Millennials podcast. My camera just freaking fell. I'm your humble, grateful, extremely thankful host, K the Classic. I'm here with my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Rail's here. Rail, how's your pockets? How's your mental health? How are you? No?
Hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. What's Gucci, man?
Jeez Louise. And that laugh. Jesse, welcome back, man. How's your mental health? How's your pocket? It's been a while. You've been on the pod. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right.
Thank you, man. See, Clips, we need you back because you're the only one that answers my questions when I ask them.
I answered the question. You asked me how I'm doing at this very moment. How's my mental at this very moment? It's all right.
Pockets, all right.
They cool.
Okay. My pockets. I'm honest. My pockets on low right now. Look, vacation hurt me. But yeah, welcome back. Thank you for our listenership. For those who listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, some other streaming stuff that I didn't even know existed. We appreciate you guys and everybody that watches us on YouTube. Thank you. Busy week. The first week of summer is in the books. Out here, we've been getting our ass kicked. In Vegas, it's starting to heat up a little bit. I don't know what's the weather like that out there in LA right now. Jess, what's the weather like? Temperature like?
It's warming up, but it's back and forth. But today was warm.
When I was out there, it was overcast like a mug, constant.
Yeah, that's what it's been like for a while. It's still morning overcast sometimes, but
Sounds fire.
It's warming up. It's warming up.
Sounds fire. Love that for y'all. But yeah, so obviously we're recording this on Thursday before free agency, so we're gonna save our free agency thoughts and punk ass James Harden to the end of the pod. But first we're gonna talk about not list stuff. We're gonna hit on the BET Awards, which I know everybody, everybody that watched, there's a lot of stuff to unpack with the BET.
Are we gonna talk about your boy Dame?
Who? We'll talk about Dame. We can talk about Dame. I'm down to talk about Dame, dog. I mean, that's my man's. But yeah, we're gonna get to all that. But first, let's get with the not list. It's a lot of lists. Of stuff.
Before that,
Bobby.
It's breaking news, but not really because it happened a couple of days ago. Diddy is no longer affiliated with Ciroc and De Leon.
Really?
Yeah. I saw an Instagram post on it.
Did he sell it?
No, the owner.
The Whites took it from him?
The owner broke ties.
Okay, so I don't drink. So does that mean y'all not gonna drink it no more?
It was always a pass for me because I don't
really. I've seen you drink Ciroc before. I've seen you drink Ciroc before.
Yeah, I mean, but if it's me, I'm a whiskey man. If it's something I'm drinking every day,
yeah, you like brown in your cup.
I mean, I haven't drank Ciroc in a while because it's like I'm on to tequila now and a little brown. But I'll pour one last time. I'm no longer a Ciroc boy. I left the club a while ago, but still have my card, but I'll burn it now.
Okay. All right, well, hopefully, I mean, I'm sure it was lucrative for Diddy, so I don't even want to bring that part up. But yeah, so not list time. So for those who are new, first of all, welcome. Second, it's a list compiled of stuff that I've gone through and compiled throughout the week that we're going to talk about, depending in varying degrees. Some stuff I'm just going to hit, and other stuff we're going to probably have longer conversations about. But all right, this one I want to start with hoop stuff. I want to start with basketball and sneaker stuff because this is my fault. We don't talk about sneaker stuff on this podcast anymore, but I'm blaming myself for that because I've been kind of putting that to the side over there because I haven't been buying shoes like I used to. But Nike is relaunching the Kobe brand next year, this summer, for 8/24. So they'll be relaunching the Kobe brand, which is fire. Vanessa Bryant announced it last year, but it got re-announced by the CEO of Nike today. My question to you guys is, I want to know what colorways and what number should they still. When they say rebrand, because he didn't go in detail. Are they going to start new models, or are they just going to start retros? I think they kind of left that part out. Do we know?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's gonna be sometime, maybe upgrade
maybe
on
both
current models. See, upgrade on current models possibly. But
some protros.
yeah, I mean, but who knows? I mean, I'm all for it. I just don't know. My only issue with this, once again, is what's the availability going to be?
Sneakers have been sitting. I haven't been as close with sneakers as I've been in past years, but from what I've gathered, a lot of shit's been sitting. And if they're not sitting, they're for the low on StockX. You can get them for the low. I've been looking. I still look on StockX for stuff that I kind of want.
I mean, Kobe's are still high price. I still can't get a size 12 of something I want.
If you don't mind paying $60 over retail, I think you're all right.
Yeah, no. We're talking $700 shoes.
No, what's you talking about? The Grinch? What shoes are you talking about?
I mean, yeah. I mean, does any of the Kobe lows? Does some go to up to 700?
Yeah, if you're talking about specific colorways, but you can find Kobe lows for $240, $250 for your size. It just depends. But yeah, I want to see how is this going to go, and are they going to put a player with it? I know Devin Booker is like the only player in the NBA who I feel like he's good enough to have a signature shoe, but I feel like it's kind of too late in his career for him to have the signature shoe. He's like, to me. Devin Booker's been in the league how many years? Like 6 years now? 7 years? Somewhere in that range. I feel like it's kind of too late. I mean, who knows? Whatever. But
I mean,
I think it would be really dope to have him as the face of the new Kobe relaunch. I think that'd be fun.
He's young enough. He's still mid-20s. Still,
but he's not the. But Jesse, he's not the star. He's not the star of his own team anymore, Jesse.
Cut it out.
He's currently now
the star of his own team anymore.
He's knocking on superstar status.
100%.
He's knocking on it. Why not?
I mean, I feel you. I'm just, he's
still,
not
and to me, he has the most business-like approach to the game. I respect what Buck high.
No, I'm being facetious, but I agree.
He don't shortchange the game, So
I think it should be Booker as the young guy, and then obviously you gotta let DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I think obviously I think that would be the best way to do it. But I mean,
I remember Zach LaVine was a big Kobe brand guy.
Yeah, but Zach's with Adidas, right?
Zach's
still with Nike.
Is he?
I think Zach. No.
I think Zach is with 3 stripes. I think Jesse's right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I think Zach is with 3 stripes.
I mean, I'll look it up, but continue going.
Yeah. All right, this one I got for y'all nasties. So number 2 on the not list. Reportedly, unwashed pillowcases contain more bacteria than toilet seats. Wash your fucking pillowcases, you nasty niggas. Wash your pillowcases. All right? Don't just wash your sheets. Don't just turn your sheets over. Wash your pillowcases. It's very important. And if you one of them who come home from sweating all day and just lay in the bed, you're nasty. Jump in the shower and get in your bed. Anyway, all right. Ran over.
It's saying Zach LaVine's New Balance.
That's what he is. Yeah, he went to New Balance.
He went to MB. Right. Okay. All right. Well, shout out to you thank you. Number 3 on the not list. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, maybe like 2 not lists ago, that the legend Alex Corbett, I think, is that how you pronounce his name? Let me make sure I got his name correctly. The former Wheel of Fortune host, I forgot his name. What's his name again, Jesse?
Oh, I don't know. I'll look it up. Keep going.
Anyway, he's being replaced by Ryan Seacrest. So shout out to Ryan Seacrest. I got his name right. Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak retired, like a couple of weeks ago, he announced that he's retiring from the Wheel of Fortune, well deserved. He's been on there since forever. And he's being replaced now by they was talking about they was doing a search, and now it felt right for this person because Ryan Seacrest has just been the model announcer person to do the job. So shout out to Ryan Seacrest for doing Wheel of Fortune.
No offense to Pat Sajak, because he is a goat. He did his thing. Wheel of Fortune still comes on to this day.
Yep.
But I'm like, isn't Ryan Seacrest a little too big for it?
I was thinking that too, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Steve Harvey's doing. Steve Harvey's doing. Well,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know Ryan Seacrest wasn't on last time I saw him, he was still doing the him and Kelly Ripa show. I didn't think.
Oh no, that one.
I didn't know that he wasn't doing that anymore. I thought he was still doing that.
That ended, but I thought he's usually just doing the bigger stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll still do the New Year's thing that he does every year for New Year's. Drop the ball on.
He has his radio show,
his radio show on
Just a hardworking man.
Is he the white Nick Cannon? I'm just playing. No, I think actually I'm joking, but I think Nick Cannon said that Ryan Seacrest was kind of his inspiration at one point, as far as just like as a number at how many jobs.
I was gonna say the white Nick Cannon. He's been doing it before Nick Cannon.
I was just about to say that. That was my fault. I remember hearing Nick Cannon actually say that Ryan Seacrest is actually an inspiration of his too a little bit. So
Well, okay. Who do you think would be able to spice it up a little bit?
Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
I like Jeopardy more than one. If I had to choose between the two, like if I'm flipping two channels, even though I think they're on the same station, if I remember correctly, I would sit and watch Jeopardy before Wheel of Fortune. But since you're asking this question, who could spice up Wheel of Fortune?
I mean, it's fucking Wheel of Fortune.
That's the hard part, but that's what I'm saying. Bring somebody to spice it a little bit, bring a little more energy.
I'm trying to think of somebody that's not too big.
You know who I think it could have been? I think he already does a show, but
and you have to think about people that if you're gonna think about somebody from our culture, you got to think about somebody that white people like.
I was anybody, but I was thinking Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady,
but he already got it. He already got a game show.
Yep.
But I think he would have been good.
I'm sick of Wayne Brady being.
Give you a little singing. Give you a little singing. Get you a new Wheel of Fortune theme song.
Give me I'm trying to think of a comic, like a kind of cleaner comic that would want to do it.
Ooh.
Would Marlon dirty though? Would Marlon want to do that?
No. I think Marlon has too much energy for it.
Okay.
I think Marlon, and then Marlon does this thing where he feels like
you say no, Rel. That's a everyday check. They be looking for them jobs. That's an everyday. That's a 9 to 5 clock in, clock out job. Huh?
I mean, it's not important to me. Like I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Marlon would also try to keep making jokes and then trying to get laughs. Yeah, I don't think Marlon would be good. But anyways, you can move on.
Okay. All right. So this one's for the music. So which one y'all looking forward to tonight? Because obviously, so for my dogs tonight or the pink tape?
Neither.
Wow.
Whose albums are these?
For Your Dogs is Drake. It's supposed to be reportedly a Drake album is dropping tonight called For You. I could be proven hella wrong tonight because it's just been reported by some blogs that tonight that he's gonna drop the album for my dogs. And we're getting Uzi tonight though. We're getting Uzi tonight though.
I mean, I think it would have dropped by now. It's what? Oh, it's not 9 o'clock yet. They're gonna try to do a midnight.
It is.
It's 9.
It is 9.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
Yeah, it hasn't dropped because Uzi dropped already. So he not dropped. I mean, but it sounds like it's gonna be an R&B tape.
Yeah,
and he just released a book with no words, which I don't get.
Really?
Yes, it has no. I mean, it has no words. It was always.
Is it just pictures? Is it like a?
It's like a poem, but it's not. I mean, but it's like a poem book, but it's stupid. Like if you look at some of the things that are being said in the book, it's like Drake mannerisms just through every page, but just on the page.
I think it's creative, but I understand how some people can think it's stupid.
That's when you know you got
And
people.
it's gonna sell out. It's
You
gonna be
got
stupid.
people-
Like he put like the game.
You can put out an
The
experimental.
game's gonna charge you. Put it on the Visa. That'll literally be one page. That'll literally be one page.
So are they supposed to be like euphemisms and
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
like
it's
sayings
supposed to be quote unquote
uplift
poetry,
you?
but I don't know.
Yeah, but
I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying the book. No.
Kev, get the audiobook and see if Drake's the one actually.
You be making fun of me. I like audiobooks, bro. I do.
I didn't make one. I didn't know you did.
I like audiobooks. I do. I definitely like audiobooks.
I didn't know
listen
that. I
to
was
podcasts
just
all day.
saying-
So you don't think you kidding me? You don't think I like audiobooks?
I had no problem with that. I was just saying get it because you're the only one that's gonna want to really listen to if it's Drake or not.
That's true. I mean, I'm down. I mean, why wouldn't I want to listen to one of the most creative artists of our generation? But it's cool. All right. I know what that face means by Jesse.
Speaking of, bro, we on music. I just want to shout out Killer Mike's album. If you ever had a chance to listen to
Oh yeah, Killer Mike's album's hard.
Great album.
Oddly enough, I don't know if we talked about it. Did we talk about Rory's album on here? Have you listened to Rory's album from from the Joe Budden podcast?
Royce the 5'9"?
No, Rory.
No, I haven't.
Rory's album's hard. He got Ari Lennox on there. No. You shaking your head. It's fire. It's hard. Anyway,
Cool.
I know he dropped the album.
I'd rather listen to Robin Thicke.
Whatever. All right. So Billboard. First list. So number 4 on the list.
Confession. Is that me or is that Kev?
No, yeah, I don't know. I think that's Kevin.
That's
Yeah.
Kev. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What you saying?
Positive, Kev. Positive. All right. Anyways, now you always do this thing where you be like, confessions. Usher should have gave Robert Thicke the Grammy because he wrote it all, as if Robert Thicke didn't get a Grammy for that. But anyway. And then
I just realized Robert Thicke couldn't do it on his own. Like he had to write for his the spotlight was too much for Robert Thicke to put out an album that quality. So Robert had to go to the background, help, write confessions, and then because you can, as you listen to confession now I know the songs that he wrote, you can actually hear, as I can hear it.
I can hear it, but that's sang it way better.
All right, so first of the list thing that I got, so this is number 5 on the now list. Billboard released their top 50 greatest rap groups of all time. I'm not going to read through all 50, but I'll do the top 10.
Or do the top 5 and the bottom 5.
Okay. See if they have the bottom 5. Yeah, they do. Okay, they do. All right, so number 1 on the list, they have Outkast as the number 1 hip hop group of all time. Hard to argue.
I'm not gonna argue against it.
Not gonna argue against it. They got number 2 as Wu-Tang Clan. Not gonna argue against it. They definitely are top 3, and they're definitely one of the most important hip hop groups of all time. So no argument here. They spawned a whole bunch of GOAT solo careers. So that I would flip flop those two, but what do I know?
Yeah, some people would. Actually, a lot of people would, but or a lot of New Yorkers would.
100%. Number 3 is NWA. No arguments here. They Billboard's doing it. This is one of the lists where I was actually surprised they actually did. Number 4, A Tribe Called Quest. I like the top 4, and then rounded out the top 5, Run DMC. No. So, do you have any issues with the top 5?
Read 5 more. Where's De La Soul at?
Number 6 is Public Enemy.
Okay.
If I remember, I think De La Soul was like number 9. Number 7 is Rock B and Rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it can be rock heavy music.
Well, what is this? They have best hip hop groups.
Yes, of all time. Number 8 in
If it
song.
ain't, I got. There's only one number one, and if it ain't number one, I don't want to hear the group.
I said number 1 already.
Who's number one?
Oh, you was not listening this entire time?
No, it was cutting out.
Oh, okay. Outkast was number 1.
Who's number 2?
Listen to.
I'm sorry, audio and video audience, because Jarrell was not listening. I have to repeat this whole list to Jarrell.
Nigga wasn't listening.
He's fucking Louise.
God damn thing.
Never mind. Go ahead. Never mind.
I was wondering, this nigga wasn't responding to shit. I was like,
I was literally going through this.
I was like, damn, he really. I was like, this is the first time I see Rel really agree with it. Just read the top.
Listen, if Migos not in the top 3
Oh god.
of greatest groups of all times, I don't give a fuck about the list.
Well,
So let's put
it's
that out
not.
there.
To answer your question, Jesse, De La Soul is number 9 on the list.
Who's number 8?
Salt and Pepper.
Oh, okay.
Where the Migos at?
And then number 10 to round it out is The Roots. Top 10 is solid. You got to shuffle some stuff around, but you think The Roots is too low. I can see by your face. You think The Roots is too low. I don't know who you moved.
No, I don't think they're too low.
Where did they put the Migos?
They too high. Where the clips at?
You want me to just read the whole list? All right. So number 11 on the list. Hey, Rel, Migos is number 11. How do you feel?
That's crazy.
Where's Bone Thugs and Harmony at?
That's what I said.
Migos
Bone Thugs is in my top
bigger
10. But
Migos are bigger than the Beatles, and they're number 11. That's crazy.
Stop
Bigger
it.
than the Beatles when? Wait, where's Ray Sherman at?
I don't think they're on the list. I'm sorry. Actually, they might be on the list.
I was like, they got some huge hits.
I'll just say highlight number ones. 14 is Fugees. 15 is Naughty by Nature. Where we at? 19 is G Unit. 18.
Wait, who did you say was number 10 again? The Roots.
The Roots. Roots is number 10.
Oh, I'm tripping.
That's crazy, right?
Number 10.
So let me get this straight. Migos is better than the Roots, bro?
Migos invented the culture, bro. Go back and listen to what the Migos were doing back in 2006 with the Hannah Montana music and the movement of the culture. They were the pioneers that we don't understand that. It's just all right, whatever. I'm done. I'm done trying to prove actual facts to you.
3-6 Mafia is 18. Cypress Hill is 17. Fugees is 14. I think I said that already. Beastie Boys is 16.
I still haven't heard the clips.
Where's City High?
Here's your answer. Clips is 30.
Wow.
That's disrespectful. Throw that fucking list away.
Bone Thugs and Harmony is 21.
Wow.
Throw that list away.
This is the only one that I got beef with.
Is D12 top 50?
No. That's surprising. They're not D12 should not be on the list, bro.
Wait, is TDE on the list?
I haven't got that. No. The Lock shouldn't be 22. That's fucking disrespectful.
Oh, that's
Lock should be in the top 10. I don't know who you got to bump.
You got to bump somebody out. You low key got to bump the Roots out.
Ooh, you got to bump the Roots for the Locks?
Oh yes.
That's tough.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the Locks. That was the only one I was like, I don't like the Locks being at 22. Migos is not however many spaces better than the Locks. Get the fuck out of here.
As Rel said, moving the culture is a big deal. The Locks move the culture more than
100%.
Yeah.
Locks should be top 5. Migos should be top 10 for sure.
I would agree with that one too.
Migos is number 11, so enjoy that there and be thankful.
I'm not talking about the Migos, but I'm talking about Locks. Easily.
All right, I'm just gonna do some random ones.
Hey, who's the bottom 5? You didn't go to the bottom 5.
Okay. Well, before I get to the bottom 5, I just want to tell you where the Dip said at. Dip says at 24.
Dip said it's at 24, and the Clips is at.
Where's City High?
Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince are at 27.
All right. I read this motherfucking list. Stop reading the list.
Gangstar is at 29.
Okay, that's actually good. I would argue they could go higher too.
Sugar Hill Gang is at 23. Shout out to OGs. Where we at?
Where's DOS Effect?
Where's DOS Effect? Where's Dog Pound?
I did not see Dog Pound on here.
Wow.
They ain't got the East Siders on the list. If they ain't got the East Siders on the list, throw the whole Trady and Goldie Loke. They ain't got Trady and Goldie Loke on the list. Throw the whole list out.
2 Live Crew is 32.
Where's the Regulators?
Wow.
Where's the Regulators?
I don't see the Regulators. Yo, they got Slum Village at 39. I'm calling.
Nigga, that was the literally.
Wait. Where's Little Brother?
Yeah. So that was a good one. Little Brother was at 41.
They have Slum Village over.
That's Slum Village over Little Brother. Fonte is rolling over. I'm just playing. Fonte ain't going. This is where okay. So the bottom 5, right? So now I can say the bottom 5.
No wonder they had to get the top 5 right, because the rest of this shit is terrible.
Bottom 5. Number 45 is Pete Rock and CL Smooth. I'm not gonna be honest. I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's before my time.
Yin Yang Twins is 46.
Okay. Wow.
Ray Shermer's 47.
I knew that was gonna get put in there.
City Girls is at 48.
I like that song, Pound Town.
That's not them, nigga. Watch out. I'm surprised they didn't get on the remix though. Anyway,
not yet.
Nicki Minaj already did the remix. Black Star is 49.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No West Side Connection.
No West Side Connection.
And number 5 is MOP. Number 50 is MOP.
What?
So that is the list.
Annie up? Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, where's the Onyx? Is Onyx on there?
I did not see. Yeah, actually, Onyx is on here. Onyx is 40.
No DOS Effects?
Wow.
No. Big Timers was 38.
That's kind of right. That's kind of right there. Right there. 38 through 43 range, they could be.
All right. So that we spent so much time on this, but since we're already here, biggest gripe with the list for you, Jesse, I think is you're with me, is the Locks being solo.
Oh, Locks, Clips, and then they down there they had, what was that at 49?
Yeah, your mic sounds kind of. Go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead, Real. Well,
but I mean, the list is trash. So
the top 10 that you did not hear was actually pretty good. The top 10 was actually solid.
I found it. I saw it.
Wait, who do they have at 49 again?
49 was Black Star.
There we go. Yeah. So they have Black Star at 49, but they have City Girls. They have City Girls above them. Yeah. They had Slum Village ahead of them.
It's time for the Twerkulator.
No wonder. Yeah. All right, move on. Carry the hell on, Kev.
I don't even know if we should continue with any more of my listing because I have another hip hop one, but I could save it for another day. It was actually going to be good too. It's that time in the year where it's dead time, where all these like sites and stuff you follow just compile a list and they just do. It's kind of the dead time in sports and like music when they just start doing like such and such is a problem, and they just give you a list of highlights of a certain player. Like recently, like in the last 2 days, they've been like, who's better, Prime Rondo or Prime John? It's like, come on, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing?
Or even though Stephon Diggs said he's going to training camp and everything, Stephon Diggs is going to be traded. Every article is Stephon Diggs is a problem, but we actually still don't know what his issue was.
And everybody was just making all the assumptions. Go ahead, Kev.
All right. So let's find that. So that we're in the not list on that. Good job on the not list, guys.
Give the producer a round of applause. Always do. You always got a great not list, producer.
I try to, man. I try to keep it a little different. All right, so now we can get to the BET Awards. We don't have to go through every little minute thing of the BET Awards. A lot was going on with the BET Awards. Jesse, try to check your mic if you can. Plug it in if you can, real quick. But like I said, we don't have to talk about any and everything on that happened at BET Awards. We just want to highlight some of the best things that happened at the BET Awards. Real, I know you sat and watched it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't want to lie to the audience. I did not myself sit and watch it, but I did get updates. It was on in the house, so I didn't sit and watch it the entire time. But Real, if you want to talk about some of the stuff, you said it was the best BET Awards in a while. So tell us why it was the best BET Awards in a while.
It was just really niggerish. And honestly, at this point in my life, that's what I'm looking for. So, and I know where to go. It is like, first off, Chief Keef performed after being banned for all these years. That was fucking amazing.
That was a moment. I never fell into the Chief Keef wave, but I know that meant a lot to a lot of other people. But yes.
Also, they swag surfed. You know, you get the whole crowd doing the swag surfing. Just a moment.
I just saw a video of Funkmaster Flex talk about how he hates that song and that dance, even though he was playing it.
What?
Yeah, Flex. That's
because Funkmaster Flex from the East Coast. That shit's pot in the South. Swag surfing, that shit sets it off in the South, man. And I fuck with that. I love that song. So, also, I just like all the extra, the fuckery that came along with it. Obviously, the Uzi JT situation that happened there with her.
I mean, if you don't know, Drell's just kind of brushing over it, but you know, there was there was an incident between JT and Uzi, where she threw the phone at him multiple times. Allegedly, it was about him taking pictures or sitting next to Ice Spice. Yeah, and I was joking with Rel, Jesse, that you know how mad you got to be to throw the phone at your man twice. You know how mad you got? That's a different kind of angry. Like the one time throw it at you, and then you get the hit, and then you pass she's like, "Give my phone back," and you give it to her, and she throws it at you again. That's a different level of angry. You made your shawty mad. You pissed her off for that. So the only reason we talk about this is because it played out on television. I'm staying out of people's business, but that's the only reason why we talk about it.
And I don't encourage domestic violence or grabbing and doing all that fuckery.
100%. Highlights. First, before I talk about highlights or lowlights, let's congratulate some of the winners. Obviously, Busta Rhymes won Lifetime Achievement Award, which was fucking phenomenal. He looked at fly like this jacket he had on. He had that long ass speech.
Murray got clean too.
Huh?
Keith Murray. Shout out to Keith Murray for getting clean to do his performance.
Shout out to him. Busta had a really cool speech trying to bring the bridges between, he wanted to end beef between the two generations, and he took a little shot at academics for all that bullshit he said, talk about how old niggas look crusty and shit. But shout out to Bus. Shout out to Coco Jones, who I said literally in our end of the year pod about, I said she was going to be the star. She won New Artist of the Year. Actor of the Year for the BET Awards was Damson Idris, who I think all the ladies just like. It's cool like that. Lori Harvey gonna break up with you in like 2 more months, bro. Album of the Year. I did not know this until Rel told me, because I was just looking at the list, but I didn't know they split it. So SOS and Resistance won Album of the Year. I think that's kind of different. I don't know if that's ever happened in BET Awards. I don't necessarily like it. I feel like you got to pick a winner. I don't.
Stop with this whole Beyonce couldn't be here. Stop. She didn't even respond, BET. Come on now. Stop. Well, Beyonce couldn't be here. No, we know what happened.
We know. Personally, I think SOS is better than Renaissance, but it is what it is. They're two totally different kind of. I mean, it's album of the year. It's not R&B album, but you know, Beyonce's album did grow on me. So Break My Soul won Viewer's Choice of the Year. Male hip hop artist was won by Kendrick Lamar. Video of the Year was won by Kill Bill. I would love to see the rest of the category of everything that went against that, because I feel like there was a lot of, at least from what I've watched, there was some good videos that came out this year. Group of the Year, and I think this was a no-brainer. It was going to be Drake and 21 Savage as far as, you know, Group of the Year. And Collaboration of the Year, Wait for You, Drake, Future and Tim's, and female hip hop artists. I'm just trying to run through some of these real fast. Actress of the Year was won by Angela Bassett. Movie of the Year, of course, was Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I got beef with that. But yeah. Yeah, I know. I see your face, Jesse. I have beef with that too.
What's the better movie?
I don't know, but I feel like we can.
Perfect, Jesse.
I don't know. I feel like we can find a better movie that came out. You feel like I don't know. I would like to. I would like.
You didn't like Wakanda Forever?
Yeah. Man, maybe it's my fault. I'm comparing it to its predecessor, and I probably shouldn't do that. As a standalone movie, Angela Bassett made that movie.
Wow.
So off the strength of her, I like the movie. But
wow.
it was really Latin Panther to me, and I guess it was cool like that though. Anyway, all right, time to get to some of the fuckery of the BET Awards. I mean, we talked about some of the fuckery already initially, but Tina Turner, dog, Rel, get your girl. What happened?
Tina Turner?
I'm telling you, Patti LaBelle did a Tina Turner. Didn't she do a tribute to Tina Turner?
Yeah, okay, yeah. About to say Tina Turner.
She did not know the lyrics to Tina Turner's song.
Well, she couldn't. First off, Patty. We shouldn't put Patty.
We can't just do that. We can't.
Don't criticize Patty.
Patty is petty.
Well, first off, she couldn't see the screen. They ain't moved the screen close enough. We know Patty's elder. You know, Patty got this fucking screen 40 yards away.
You can just hum the words and
that's crazy. Patty
she could have knew the words.
Legend.
Look, man, all I'm saying is Patty be petty. She could have hummed the words. If I know I'm doing the Tina Turner tribute, I'm gonna learn the words. Hey, this shout out to Clips. If I'm gonna do a Clips tribute in the next 20 years at a performance show, I'm gonna go to Genius or A to Z Lyrics and learn the words.
She don't have time. She's older. She's not memorizing no lyrics.
All right, blood. Cool like that.
She an older lady, Kev, and a fucking legend. She's not memorizing shit else but her own.
Just keep giving her a pass.
Kev, when we talked earlier,
yeah,
we were like everything is boo. Everything was cool. Everything. You like the ghetto and all that, and now you disrespected the queen, talking about she don't know the words. That's the one you had a problem with, Kev. And everything that happened there, that's what you had a problem with.
Not cool. Not them singing Pound Town in front of TD.
That was fly. That was fly. That was your girl. Anyway, he made me lose my train of thought. All I'm saying is, Patty, just learn the words. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I don't feel like I'm asking for too much. That's it. Then how we dropped the ball? We dropped the lead. Rel, you was just caping so much for Migos. Migos' performance and tribute to Takeoff was fucking incredible. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was emotional.
I teared up. It was emotional how they did it. Nobody knew it was coming.
It was like Paul McCartney and Paul McCartney coming together after John Lennon was murdered with Ringo Starr. And it's the same thing.
It was perfect.
The Migos and the Beatles are the same group, bro. I'm telling you. Except the Migos are bigger.
This is what you use. There's this whole narrative that we don't need award shows, and a lot of the bigger stars, the bigger names don't go. Like, it was a moment last year that Rihanna, Beyonce, and Jay-Z's was at the Grammys, but that's the Grammys. That that's a little
Not
different.
even for us, bro. They don't even want us there half the time.
I'm just saying they made it a big deal that they were all there, right? And this is how you use the platform of award shows, because that's going to be remembered until the end of time. It's going to be one of those performances and stuff that is going to be remembered until forever. Migos, Quavo and Offset coming together for, we know they've been clashing, they've been beefing, they've been talking shit to each other online for years. Since their little breakup, and it was just fly and dope to see that they would come together and they still have that same on stage chemistry. I thought that was fly. I thought that was dope. I got emotional. I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional. I thought that was hard. Nobody wants to add anything? That's it?
I mean, no, you said it all. It was amazing. It was amazing.
All right. But speaking of takeoff, anything else you guys want to say about the BET Awards before we get out of here? Bro,
I'm hoping that they keep it going and we show up to our shit.
Boosie dressed better. The nigga showed up in a fucking Gucci tee and some shorts. Anyway,
It's Lil Uzi, bro. Stop.
No, I said Boosie.
Oh, Boosie. Oh, yeah, just got out of jail.
Boosie, do better. All right. Speaking of Offset, so literally the day after this emotional performance, he posted something very, I was gonna say cryptic, but it was straight to the point. It was not cryptic. Basically, he posted that his wife Cardi B was, quote unquote, "My wife fucked a nigga on me in my group. Y'all niggas know how I come." Right? So he posted that. And then Cardi being Cardi went into a Twitter Spaces and basically said that he's lying. Don't listen to that country man. She even got more petty because she posted the same picture with the same type of picture and the same caption. When
Is that real? Because I didn't see it on her page.
Huh?
Is that actual? Because if you look at her page, it's not on there.
What is?
With the picture with the same caption about "I miss my grandma."
Yeah, that was real. I think she took it down. But yeah, so and the internet was going crazy. Basically, for those who don't know or are unaware, Offset, allegedly cheated on Cardi, and everybody was giving him grief when he was fighting for his woman back. Like, y'all should stay out of people's business. He was fighting for his girl back for a long time. He was going on, the Breakfast Club, talk about how he wanted her back. He wanted his family back. He went on podcasts. He was on social media, talk about how he got his girl back. He finally got his girl back and everything was good. And now everybody just, talk about how she got her lick back and he can't take it. There's a lot of that. So we don't necessarily have to focus on them, but I just wanted to use that to say, do you guys believe, I got two questions for you. One, is cheating a deal breaker for you guys? And two, do you believe in getting your lick back? Jesse? Pick which one you want to answer first.
I don't know if cheating is a deal breaker for me. I would like to believe it is, but you never know. And then the other one, I believe if you choose to get back with the other person and y'all commit yourselves to each other, and this goes both sides, there's no getting your lick back. What happened. You gotta figure out how to grow from that. But if you're just sitting there holding on to like this, I'm gonna get, y'all never should have got back together then, because you're gonna hold that deep.
You're clearly not over it, or you're not mature to be over it.
It's like you can forever be hurt by it, but I'm like, to hold it as a you know, I don't know, like as a way to like it's that thing you bring up always in arguments. It's the one thing if you're not gonna grow
I
from it,
hate
you're not
that.
gonna try to build from that, and you gotta let it go. I'm not saying oh you go back to trusting them the same way. I'm not saying you shouldn't be more vigilant of behavior and all that stuff. I'm simply just saying it happened and you chose to get back with the person. Now that idea of getting your leg back, if you're just holding on to that like thing there, is like there's no reason to get back with the person. What you're intending to do is just try to hurt them as much as they hurt you.
100%. Rel, same question. Do you believe is cheating a deal breaker for you? And do you believe in getting your lick back?
Mm, I mean, cheating a deal breaker. I mean, like I said, it depends on where you're at in a relationship. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I don't know. I guess each situation is different because at the same time, there's certain situations where I wouldn't take shit off of nobody. And I'm like, they're like, okay, I may be more forgiving to different people at different stages in my life. But at the same time, I don't believe in getting the lick back because I don't believe in holding anybody hostage anymore. Like I don't know. Like I don't want to hold anybody hostage. Like I
Yeah,
don't want anybody.
that's what I'm thinking. Like you're holding on, not to cut you off, sorry, but you're holding on to something. You're never gonna completely be bad together. That like holding that thing. But continue.
No, yeah, no, but I mean, just double off that. Like I don't believe anybody holding anybody hostage anymore. Like like a younger version of me would have loved to be in an upper hand advantage after like, oh, you cheated on me or you fucked up or you did X, Y, and Z. Um, a younger version of me would love to have an upper hand, like be like, oh, now I could, no, I could use this to advantage to, have my cake and eat it too. But I now the older I get, like I rather just want somebody to be free. Like I rather if I had plans on doing something, like I rather them just leave me the fuck alone. Like I don't really like dealing with people like that. So it's like I don't want nobody to feel like they're entitled to like their faithfulness. If they feel like they got to do something, just go ahead and be alone, be single, be by yourself. Because I've learned like I've been alone now for a while, but it's I don't know, it's different. But I just think that when people do shit like that, it's just like if you're not gonna ever forgive them, like, and then also too, what I hate about this shit, like they're making like their pretty fucking openly weird relationship public. Like I don't know, I feel like when you go into Pandora's box, when you start talking about how you and your girl fuck other chicks, you know what I'm saying? Like that just becomes a one-sided relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your old lady may play to it, but when they be, I'm pretty sure they swing and Cardi, and just because he's cool, because he's getting, his ego stroked because he's having maybe threesomes and foursomes with Cardi and a couple shorties, don't mean she's not doing shit.
That's
I'm pretty
relatively
sure
nowadays,
this
though.
is just the first thing that he found out about.
Excuse me. To answer my own question, cheating is not a deal breaker for me because I've had it happen to me and I stayed. So that's one. It's not a deal breaker for me. Two, mature me believes that getting your lick back is wrong, but younger me probably would have been like, that's a little different. Me, the one you guys met at good old Scandia, would have probably thought getting your lick back was more needed. And as a man, we have the ego thing. We have our ego. So, like, say if you get cheated on
What
back
I,
then and you decide to stay,
what I would say is this, not to like cut you off, but it's like, yeah, of course, when you're younger and you dating somebody, yeah, like if I'm 19, 20 years old, yeah, I'm gonna try to do all that. Probably not really me, because I don't know, but whatever. I understand wanting to get revenge. Like, that's what I would say. But when you like in your 30s and you married, you got one or two choices: leave the man and be alone, and say that was the breaker, or
go seek help. Or both of you guys to get therapy, seek help, and sit down and try.
I mean, Cardi's not in her 30s, but
see if you can actually get over it. Yeah.
so it's just one of those. I don't know, but continue. Sorry.
But yeah, younger me would have probably definitely excuse me. So when men cheat, right? We cheat because we want our cake and eat it too, right? We like the girl, we like the woman that we're with.
That's subjective because people cheat all the time. People, I mean, it's not necessarily just that.
No, it's not. But I'm gonna say the majority of the reason why men cheat is because we want our cake and eat it too. We like the person that we're with. We actually like them. We want to keep them, but we want to, we want our cake and eat it too. We see something else that we want. We want. There's some more cat out there that we want as well too. But we want to still keep the main person as well, right? So for me, if that would have happened to me in my younger years, I probably, if it was somebody that I actually like, I mean, obviously if it's a girl that you just whatever with, then you just bounce. But if it's a girl that actually you like, you probably stay. But I would have probably tried to run up the scoreboard a little bit. That's just, is that toxic? Is that bad?
No, I
would have just tried to run up the scoreboard a little bit.
I'm just like, when you say stuff like that, it's like, damn, the stress we were willing to go through when we were younger. That shit.
Got to run the scoreboard a little bit. That's it.
Like, it's one of those, and it's one of those things you're keeping score with yourself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because what do you do? Like, I know. I understand
this is male ego when we were younger.
I understand you. That's what I'm trying to say is like, now thinking about this stuff, it's like you saying that stuff. It's like, I'd probably be the nigga like,
younger Jesse understands. Younger Jesse.
I'd probably be the nigga that'd be like, yo, she cheated on you, bro. Go ahead and do your thing. Like that.
You got to run the score.
I'd probably say it. But it's just one of those things, that thought process is like, bruh, the energy.
It's bad. It's bad to think
the energy you put in to just deal with something.
Like the realize, like the energy and life source, I realize in the amount of work it takes to be with somebody, I realize sometimes I don't have it. I was like, sometimes women ask me to do things that I'm just not willing to do, so I just ghost them. So I'm just like, and it's a bad and good.
Rail just admitted his toxic trait, Jesse.
I mean, but at the same time, it's like
he's a serial ghoster.
I mean, if we just a couple dates and it's like we're not, kissing in the mouth consistently, it's like I'm not going,
he doesn't kiss in the mouth because he refers to it as kissing in the mouth. Like he always refers to it as kissing in the mouth instead of just like liking somebody and kissing.
That's the ultimate sign of trust. You kiss somebody on the lip, that's trust.
Yeah.
But you eat ass though, right? Just all of a sudden, you want to be quiet. This is an audio podcast, real. There's not people just watching your face on YouTube right now, but that's cool.
Unresponsive stupidity.
All right, man. We can move on. Shout out to all involved. I hope everything works out between those two, man.
Oh, come on.
They're hip hop. They're part of, like it or not, they're part of hip hop royalty.
All I would ask is, even if it don't work out, be adults and keep it off social media. Like y'all do have kids now, right? Or,
they got like 3 or 4 or something like that in that range.
2.
They got 2? Oh, look at Rail.
2.
Look at Rail, my man.
And like you have kids, like I know it's one of those, well, no, they won't remember and all those things, but still, like,
this is clearly beyond like a show. Like this is your life, so it's like
it's just some things that just don't need to go out there and be out there. So try to avoid it.
100%.
Same shit with JT and Uzi, had he done that shit to her, and I'm not like we'd have just in public, like just domestic violence just shouldn't be tolerated from anybody.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So again, like I said at the beginning of the pod, we're not going to talk a whole lot about free agency because literally after this gets done and edited, the whole literally, what is it? Less than 24 hours from now, the free agency opens and everything is going to change. But we still want to touch on a couple things before maybe we can do some predictions and see which one of us is right about what's going to happen most likely tomorrow. Just some highlights of some stuff that happened today. Obviously, the the bigger of the news today was James Harden opting into his contract with the 76ers, but now him and his agent are working towards a potential trade to the Clippers or the Knicks. That's going to be interesting because all we've been hearing was James either going to stay with the Philadelphia 76ers and most likely get a max from them or work something out with him because of his connection with Daryl Morey, or go back home to the Rockets and just play with a bunch of young dudes and just, plant his flag there for the rest of his career. But, that was interesting to come out. Rel used the term mercenary. It was a lot of, when this news came out, it was a lot of stuff that came out about James Harden because literally, I think somebody did the numbers too. James Harden has requested a trade from 3 teams in the last 27 months or some shit like that, which is kind of wild.
The last 3 years?
Yeah, he's requested a trade from 3 teams, 3 franchises. If there was ever a player that's abusing player empowerment, I think it's James Harden.
But I will say this, never mind. Yeah, he is abusing it because I was
there's never a player that's
using it. He's opting in to be able to use it, but I would just say this one I don't really consider a trade. I actually consider this more of he's signing with a team of free agency. He gets to pick the team he's going to. He opts in. They pick all that's going to be worked out. And he's going to be traded to the team on his free agent year instead of opting out. He would have he would have signed with that team even if he opted out. But he's opted in, so he the max amount of money and then be traded. Officially, that's a trade, but to me, that's more of a free agency move. Just like the LeBron. For people that don't know, he and Bosch were traded to the Heat. They didn't sign in free agent. It was a sign and trade. We know that term. To me, it's another sign and trade type of thing.
Other highlights of stuff that happened today, since, Laker pod back, baby. The decision for the Los Angeles Lakers of contracts of Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley, they were not picked up. Mo Bamba was waived. The Lakers had a team option that they did not pick up, so they've both been moved to restricted free agents. But David Miniman said the Lakers are still going to be in talks with them because there's a chance of them bringing them back. But the Lakers just wanted to open up their full MLE, which basically means the Lakers now have access to $12.3 million, which then gives them a bigger chance to get bigger fish and bring in somebody else who could help the team, probably another wing. And the names Bruce Brown's been thrown around, the name Brook Lopez, which is very interesting because I think there's only 2 players that can guard Joker and I think him and Steven Adams is 1 and 2. But
we have somebody who supposedly should be able to, but you know how that goes. So
I feel you, but
he played good doing
he I didn't watch every Suns game, so I'd be reluctant to say. Huh?
No, go ahead. I just don't think we have to game plan to try to stop Joker because I don't think you can. I don't think there's nobody that's gonna I don't think your best bet is to try to beat him, not stop him.
No, I feel like you got to get bodies. I can't tell you how mad I was during the playoffs, during the Western Conference Finals, when we kept on getting reports about Mo Bamba's returning. And I was just like, what the fuck is Mo Bamba going to do against Joker? Why are we getting updates about Mo Bamba?
But he's going to give the 10 minutes that you're looking for.
I guess.
When you have a 7-footer who led the playoffs in blocks, you should be able to at least throw him over there on Joker for most of the game. You should be able to, but we can't because that's just how we are,
They want him to roam.
Anything you guys are looking forward to in the next 24 hours? Anything that you think is going to happen Harrison Barnes, in another shocking news, Harrison Barnes signed a new contract with the Sacramento Kings. So that $30 million that we talked about last pod has now shrunk to $17 million. Sacramento still has some money. $17 million is actually still a nice chunk amount to get somebody good. I think there's going to be a lot of players that go for cheaper because I think a lot of team players are going to be thinking they're going to. It's not a lot of teams that have a lot of money, so there's going to be some players that are there's going to be it's going to be like musical chairs. And some people are going to be left standing, looking at chairs being seated, and they're going to just be like, "All right, well, I guess I'll take this $12 million from here. I guess I'll take that $10 million from this." It's going to be really good players too. So, Rel, do you have any picks or players or teams that you're going to be looking forward to and see how in the next 24 hours? Besides the Lakers. Besides the Lakers.
Again, this one, options 1, 2, 1 and 2. But honestly, the one team I'm really looking at is the team that's about to make this move, the 76ers. Like they are the most curious team because when I see a pillar like Joel Embiid, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Tyrese Maxey. Like he's in that Austin Reeves mode where he's a young player waiting to blossom out. Like he has more upside, on his game than that waiting to come. So Tyrese Maxey could be a 20 points a game scorer. So he could be 20 and 7. So I'm curious what's going to happen with this Harden deal. I'm curious that Harden, like Morey picked Harden up at the airport and hugged him like he
like it was his long lost son.
So this Ben Simmons trade is going to keep trading itself. So it just now Ben Simmons, who was traded for Harden, is now going to be traded for. Huh?
Is he still in the league, or is his Twitter account still in the league too?
Oh, I don't know, man. But
okay,
but whatever happened with Philly,
I think Ben Simmons is still working out right now with the shirt off.
You said you like this, you like those videos, so
I don't. Jesse, teams, players, stuff that you're looking forward to in the next 24 hours besides the Lakers.
I'm looking forward to seeing Dame actually ask for a trade. Like at this point,
I think they got another dance partner now too.
At this point,
I don't know how I just saw a report from Woj that said that Dame might look at the Sixers now. I don't know what they would trade. But Dame and Joel, I figure out the Tyreek thing. I don't know. You want Maxey, but that's a really small backcourt. But
I mean, it's not a great backcourt, nah. But that's better than what you had.
Dame with shooting and Joel Embiid.
That's better than what you had.
Look, I just don't know what they do with Maxey. Backcourt with Dame and Maxey.
There's any chance Joel axes out?
That too. I mean, there's a lot of. I think there. I 100%. Just the way that there is quote unquote parity in the league and the new salary cap. I think there's going to be something similar to the Harden thing because, like I said at the beginning, everybody was expecting either Harden to go to Houston or re-sign with the Sixers on a new deal. Like nobody expected him to opt in and then push for another trade. Like that wasn't in the cards. Nobody saw that coming. I expect something. Maybe not tomorrow, but it could be Saturday where I expect something to come from way left field that we don't expect 100%. Whether it's Joel Embiid being like, I'm cool, or Karl Anthony Towns finally becomes available, or I listened to Zach Lowe on the pod talk about how the only way the Bulls can get out of the purgatory they're in is trading Zach LaVine. I could see Zach LaVine potentially being available. Like I expect something that we don't see in the cards happening in the coming days, because that's how it goes. All right, do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I mean I'm just curious what's gonna happen with Portland, honestly. Like and a part of me it respects what Dame does, like the fact that he wants to see it through. A part of me, but then the part of me is like, I just don't know why. Like, it'd be different if Dame was on the Lakers and they gave you years and consistency of showing you that they've built winners and were committed to winning. you're banking on a team that best run was like Steve Smith and like Rasheed Wallace and
Don't be
in the last 20 years.
don't be disrespectful.
At a
In the last 20
place,
years, that was their best team. They went to the Western Conference Finals.
No, it wasn't.
who's
In the
better than
last
that
20
team?
years,
Kev?
that's not the best Portland Trailblazers team.
The team that had Damian Lillard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Nick Batum, Wesley Matthews, Rudy Fernandez.
You're saying that team was better than what
I
took
think so.
the Lakers?
How
That
far
team-
did they go?
I think
That
well,
took the Lakers to 7?
I think LaMarcus Aldridge got hurt and then they didn't make it or something like that. I think that team was better.
You
I don't
think
that's
that
better.
team
I don't
was
think
better?
That team is better.
I think
than
that team was
Scottie
better.
Pippen and with prime Rasheed Wallace.
I think that team was better. Or okay, so better, strong, just as good. That's how I'll leave it at that. Just as good, just as good.
And so that ultimately my thing is that Dame, like you can look at Kevin Garnett. And this is why I'm always big, especially with the NBA players. Like it goes fast. You know what I'm saying? Like we're already looking at it goes really fast, and this is why. And it's like, as a basketball fan, I just want to see Dame be in a situation where he's not getting his fucking head clubbed in for 50 fucking games a year. And this is speaking from a basketball fan, just to like me want to see Dame just hell at this point. I'm rooting for Portland to do something. Like I want Draymond to go there. Like I want something to happen. Like I want to see Dame. I want to see a better brand of basketball for him.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you rather go? I know they just signed Harrison Barnes. Would you rather go to Sacramento or Portland?
To live
Yeah.
and to play with their construction team. What kind of player am I? I'm Damian Lillard.
By Kyle Kuzma?
I'm talking
Player.
about.
What kind
It's
of
like
player am I?
Kyle Kuzma. There is like you're not gonna get guys to go to Portland. They don't want to go there. It just is what it is. So that's why I said, would you rather go to Portland or Sacramento? Everybody would rather go to Sacramento. And it's
Now,
not
yeah.
far.
Now,
Not
yeah.
that far off.
After SF last season, yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like in the landscape of the league, if I'm a dude who hasn't gotten paid, like
100%. You're gonna follow the money.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm
go.
talking about
I don't like.
You're gonna follow the money.
Guess what? I'm building.
That's why Fred VanVleet, like people were like, why would Fred VanVleet go to the Rockets? I was like, Fred VanVleet has his ring and he hasn't gotten the bag yet.
Yeah, he's gonna
go wherever the money
he
takes him.
He's gonna go get the best contract he can, but it's like
go get the best contract he can. Yeah, he'll go to the Rockets, he'll go to Orlando.
I'm just saying, in the sense of this idea of, all right, I can go and be a centerpiece. Like, why would Portland would be one of the last places, like, to be a centerpiece of a team. It would really be
Sorry, Oklahoma City would be last on my list. No disrespect, but disrespect.
Oklahoma City would be the worst, but it's just or Utah, but it's like one of those things.
People like Utah.
I'm talking about for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy Utah.
You just be in your apartment all the time, Jesse.
I truly would not. I as a person that's an introvert,
Uber Eats.
I truly would not enjoy being in a place.
Uber Eats. You have your own gym at the house.
Jesse,
look,
Jesse.
What nightlife?
You can have 6 in the crib and it's cool.
Yes, 6 snow bunnies in the crib and nobody knows a peep. I don't want to. Oh, we late in the pod, so I can get this off. You can have 6 white Mormons in the crib.
The fact that you would think I would want that. It would be 6 shorties inside there, but it's gonna be problems.
We always do that. We act like there's not black people in Utah. There's definitely black people in Utah.
Nah, well, all 6 will be on my spot.
Wow, flagrant.
Nah, it's just I'm just thinking like one of these things where Portland hasn't landed big free agents. They don't do that. It's hard enough for them to keep their players.
They got Grant last year. We talk about.
They traded for Grant.
That's true.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So that's why I'm like, if they have to make a trade, and right now they don't really have anything. Well, Anthony Simons
and Nurk.
They're not trading. They're not trading Sharp.
Like those are their big trade pieces to get an actual person to play alongside, and now they're banking on free agency. Like, Dame would have to do extra. Like, here's my thing about Dame. I'm not saying he's not trying. Not saying that. But here's my thing about you, Dame. You want to stay there, and you're not necessarily doing enough to get somebody to come. Now, they say he tried, but
recruited for
we
years.
can't say
He
that.
recruited
I'm
Carmelo
pretty
when
sure Dame
Carmelo was still good. When he was trying to recruit Carmelo before he left the Knicks. When the Knicks stuff was
That's what
You
I
can't
said.
say Dame hasn't tried because they haven't had like a fucking max contract to really offer anybody. Like,
true.
Portland don't try to get cap space because nobody's gonna go there.
That
Like,
they have to spend. They have to spend to keep their players, and that's the thing.
Draymond met with him, and he already in Vegas. Draymond right around the corner now today. Draymond met with him just the other day. And he already said,
And
all right, cool, Dame. All right. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but he already in Vegas, and he ain't leaving no deal.
That's my thing. Where it's just like I don't understand it. Where it's like I don't know what you're believing in, Dame, or it's that I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to say that it ain't me that wants to leave. It's gonna be y'all that wants me to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah.
As a person that loves to watch the Blazers as much as I love Dame, I do not want to see opening night with Damian Lillard and Scoot Henderson in the backcourt. I don't want to see it.
And it's not like. And then on top of that,
they talk about let Dame mentor Scoot. It's just like, I don't want to see it.
That double timeline. Ask where is that double timeline?
Yeah, ask him ask him where James Wiseman's at, and how's that double timeline?
And my thing is, like, even if you bring a player in, you're not one player away. Like, no. they're good, and like they would be really good, but in this Western Conference,
not in this West.
And this Western Conference,
I got a hot take. I think the Blazers are going to be the worst team in the West.
I don't think you would be too far off on that. Well, I mean, as long as
I think the Spurs are going to be trying to win. I think the Rockets, they got so much talent, they're going to just fall into wins. Hopefully, and Udoka is going to be there, and Udoka is going to have them playing the right way.
I'll say this.
I think there's going to be an awful. I guess
by record, yes, they would be the worst team. But I think the worst team is going to be the Timberwolves, no matter what, because they just find a way to fuck it up.
I don't think they're going to be bad either.
But I say
it's all going to be good. The West is going to be
yes. It's going to be so you're not one player away, and it's not like you could bring in a bunch of guys because the next thing you're going to do is you're not really that give out money to people unless it's your own players. You got to do this before the next salary cap kicks in. So like the CBA kicks in, and you're sitting there like, who are you going to really? And you're more than one player away. Right. And you're still trying to let players grow. So my thing is just like, I don't see what's left for you when you do stuff like this. And it's like, I don't know who you're saving face for.
Right. All right. In closing, you guys have anything else to say? You guys want to say before we get up out of here? As far as quick predictions for, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. If it's going to be as crazy as everybody says, there might be the big bombs that drop tomorrow, but
Yuta Watanabe to the Lakers.
The Lakers sneak and get in the back door, sneak in Fred VanVleet.
That would be hard. I told Rail that should be target A for the Lakers, but he still wants D'Lo. He still got D'Lo in the month.
Right.
Rail also said he wouldn't mind having Seth Curry start for the Lakers next season. I said, so you're out. You want Seth Curry starting at point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Yes, because Austin Reeves and LeBron James are handling the ball most of the time. Seth Curry just shoots.
We're talking about defense.
You hide him. We almost tried to.
You want to talk about that somebody's going to get targeted.
You would have to hide. Wait. Are you saying him and D'Lo as your front court?
No. It'll be Reeves,
Seth, AR, Bron,
Reeves, Curry, Bron, Rui,
Bando, AD.
Oh, I thought
you can hide him.
I thought it was going to be low. Yeah,
you have no negatives, but you have one negative defender.
Hiding. We run into the best point guards in the league. We can't hide our point.
It's not really a point guard league like that anymore.
That's crazy. So, any other predictions before we get about here? Jess, you got one that you think is going to happen?
I think James Harden will get traded.
That's it. Portland Trailblazers.
No, it's definitely not. That's definitely not happening. Real. One prediction?
I think that Julius Randle gets moved.
Ooh, see, that's one from left field that hasn't been talked about. I could see that happening.
I just think the Knicks
Where the landing spot would be, but I think that the way the New York fans, him and the New York fans have been beefing.
They gotta do something. They gotta do something.
We're ready to move on, and we want Dante DiVincenzo.
Second round, basically with him not playing that well, so I can see that.
Wait. You let go of Randall for Dante?
I mean, I'm just saying they already rumored the Villanova boys going to play together,
or just just play. Why can't I think of Obi Toppin more? Obi Toppin is like really switchy. Just play Obi. It's time for Obi to start anyway, and you start playing him anyway. All right, my turn. So prediction. I think Chris Middleton is probably not going to be a Buck anymore, and then that's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen when that happens. I don't think Chris Middleton is going to be a Buck anymore.
Do you think he has an issue? Because a lot of people are
I wouldn't be surprised if he stays, but
confused about this.
I think him and his agent realize they're gonna try to get as much money as possible. I think it was real, and he's trying to get as much money and years, because that's the most important part. He's trying to get as much years as possible. So the Bucks are already in the repeater tax, so they're gonna try. They're trying to keep Giannis happy, but they got to keep Brook and they got to keep Middleton. They might end up keeping Brook and trying to carve together a Middleton facsimile at a cheaper price. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, great pod, great job. We had some technical difficulties during. So if you guys make it to the end of the pod, first of all, thank you. We fucking love you. We appreciate you if you make it all the way to the end. Thank you for rocking with us. We had some technical difficulties during the pod. It was my internet, which kind of happens from time to time now. But yeah, thank you for listening. We love you. We appreciate you. We're those millennials, and we're out.